go, we're back.
You need like music and everything.
Yep.
You know, my brother, I won this.
And now we gotta wait for everybody else to log back on to realize we're live again.
I was on this dance competition in college, and our group won. So my brother wrote the song with the music for our little 30-second dance thing we had to do on stage.
Yep.
We got one clapping, yay! Your speed?
No, that's the speed limit.
We don't want to know
I'm
your
doing the speed. No, I am doing it.
Okay.
Okay, 2 miles over. I was climbing a hill. I'm doing
Ed's
good.
back. Wait, I thought Ed was going to. Who just said good night?
I don't know. I don't know who said good night.
Now we'll never know. It's in the other
That's
chat.
okay.
I get too confused too easy.
Well,
We're an addiction. They're just not going to be able to sleep until we get there.
well, they got 4 hours and 23 minutes.
Where are you now? Hold on.
In the mountains, that much I can tell you.
See if that works. WTH y'all up to?
We're headed to Hagerstown.
Okay.
We're on a mission to pick up the ambulance and take it to Missouri for Tracy's family. That's what we're up to.
Oh, it's OS going to sleep soon.
Oh,
That was nice meeting OS.
yes, it was very nice seeing you again. I really wish I wasn't as tired as I am trying to push these hours. I would have liked to have actually spent a little bit more time with you. I actually feel bad I didn't. Would have been nice to have gone to a restaurant and just kind of sat down and kicked it for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't have any sleeping arrangements between here and Hagerstown. Hagerstown, gotcha. So I kind of have to push to get there. If I get too tired, I got no choice. I'm just gonna have to pull in someplace and take a nap. But I'd like to just get to where I need to go, and then be able to crash there. So. First time I saw you, I may have been able to just kick back. I don't know. So I actually feel bad about that. I wish I would have planned like a stop in between. Like maybe if I would have planned something, like let's say I was going to stay over at Nicole's or something. You know, then I could have, come up that 30 miles and been like, oh yeah, we'll hang out, or maybe I would have been fresh the next day. And I'd been like, oh yeah, because I would have only had 7 hours left or 7 hours left of my trip the next day. I could have spent a couple hours. It's just the way the situation is. Well, except for in Hagerstown. I didn't plan to stop. I planned to drive through. I didn't make any plans to make any stops, so.
Ed just lit 2 cigarettes at once, I'm guessing.
I need to try to sit here and plan to stop in the middle. Stop doing all these 12-hour drives and 15-hour drives and 18-hour drives.
Well, as a nomad, I do like 4-hour drives, and then I just kind of hang.
Yeah. I just like to get there, you know what I mean?
I do too.
Yeah.
If you make a 4-hour drive, you get there faster and you're happier faster.
Well, I may end up down by Nicole again one of these days. You never know. I may end up just going and visiting Nicole, and you're only literally like 30 miles away from her. So who knows? Maybe I'll make a road trip out to Indiana again just for shits and giggles. And
we just started to travel around
just for shits and giggles,
Full time, just visiting people over and over and over again. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I can't afford to be doing that. I am not rich. What state are you in? The Google just shows where I am.
Hello, darling. Maybe we are where you are.
You want link or check the link?
That's funny though.
Yeah.
We am where you am. No,
Yeah.
we are.
Where am I?
You're in I-70, Zanesville, Ohio.
Zanesville, Ohio.
And there's a Love's Trouble store. Right?
Yeah, I see it. And the fuel prices are starting to drop.
Yeah. Might drop a little bit more. We're headed towards Cambridge.
I'm hoping. That's why I'm kind of pushing out. I got 108 more miles of range. So I'm pushing for that little bit better gas mileage. Or a little bit of
When
better
I get
gas.
towards Wheeling,
Yeah.
that might go back up a little bit. No, maybe not.
I don't know. I'm pushing for that better gas
Tell my
mileage.
family, no, they don't have time to drive around.
Yeah. Well, you were only 30 miles from where we stopped, and she was a couple of miles from there. So you're probably 50 miles from where she is. Because I would have had to turn off a 70 to go to where she lives. She was like another 20 miles away someplace. So regardless, hey, I've driven further for, whatever. I mean, what? I went and saw Wendy. You were freaking an hour and a half away.
Well, I thought I was just special.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm joking. You drove how far to go see them over in Michigan?
Yeah, I drove 8 hours to go see everybody in Michigan.
That was an 8-hour drive.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, what was it back home? It was like, no, in Wisconsin, it was like 489. I think it was 489 when we left Wisconsin.
I don't remember, but I was going through Texas. It was 315.
Yeah.
Maybe my friends are right. I shouldn't be going there. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's not go there again. FJB. All right. Got that out of your system? I'm going to scream it louder. 3 times. 3 times the charm. Go for it. It'll take time to get that.
Yeah.
Keep your eye open, running. Wait, put my readers on again.
Put your readers back
Keep
on.
your eyes open, running there, slow, high, Mike, C. Brian, Brazzi.
Yeah, I doubt it.
The one from the convent that's been closest to me is the one that Squirrel's been talking about. Yeah, it's kind of rough when people are doing stuff like that. Yeah. Say or do about that stuff.
I don't know. At night, I wouldn't. If I drove right by Brian Brazzi or if I drove right by Marcus, I wouldn't recognize their trucks. I'm focused on the road. I'm not focused on the trucks.
Midterms are doing great, by the way. I figured I'd check them out when I'm ready to relax and get off. Like, there you go. There you go, RT3. See? Did it.
Yeah.
2 more times.
2 more times.
Wonder what magic shall befall you now.
Yeah.
Maybe a stipend check will show up in your mail and you too can buy a truck.
I have a truck.
The green truck should have came.
What?
The green truck should have came.
Which green? My monster truck. I couldn't. At the instant I took it off the trailer, cops would have been there surrounding me.
Yep.
They would have been on me instantaneously.
Did you know Brian is engaged now? I did see something
Whoa.
somewhere. What happened?
Oh, there's a line in the pavement, and I was catching it with the tires, and it was squirreling me. Right at the center line.
You pay attention.
It's uneven, so it was literally the whole truck and the trailer were swerving a little bit, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" At first, I thought there was a problem, but then I realized it was just the tires. Do you see the line in the red from the red brake lines?
Right, yeah.
just to the right of the white line.
Uneven surface.
Yep. And it was catching my tires.
Probably signs about it.
I didn't see it.
See stuff.
I didn't see it, but it was catching my tires, and it was making the trailer and the truck a little squirrely, and I was like, what the hell's going on? I thought for a minute there was a problem.
Heck, they found a nice old KW cab over someone dumped in New York City 2 years ago, and cops finally towed it.
I've always wanted to drive a cab over. I've never driven one. I've always thought it'd be interesting to drive one.
Cab over.
That, Brian, Mike's truck is a cab over.
Mike's truck.
I don't know, the ones with the flat nose. A flat nose truck. It doesn't have that's a conventional where it's got a hood.
So like the pug and the dog.
Yeah, like where the glass and the driver's sitting like right there.
Like the vans they have out.
Yeah.
Do you ever run over a small wild animal?
Oh yeah.
Feel bad?
No.
You have to wait for the second part of the question.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, catching that line, man, that really makes the truck squirrely. It does not like that.
They're fun, Eric. 69 cab over GMC Astro. You might run into Santa as he has said. What I saw on that video was an ultimatum put in his own style, and he was pretty much giving them a choice. And I kind of feel like he's going to get on in the morning and ask them if they decided or how they decided they wanted to go on. That's my feeling on it.
Yeah.
Did you ever stop and harvest your roadkill?
No.
Is Lee Mossman about to make a secret confession?
I don't know. Nope, I've never harvested.
No, I've never harvested, but when I was a teenager,
Oh yeah, that's definitely uneven. Holy crap. You feel that?
Yep. I ran over a muskrat, kind of on purpose. And then I looked out the rearview mirror and I didn't see it, so I kind of thought it was stuck under the car. So I pulled into the driveway, but I don't say anything. I think I had my sister in the car, and I don't say anything. And then we pulled into the garage, and I said, I didn't see that. No, it was a groundhog. I didn't see that groundhog. Oh, maybe, I don't know what it was. Anyway, I didn't see it laying on the ground back there. Maybe it's clinging to the bottom of the car, so we started screaming. And then we stopped screaming and decided that we were going to prank my mom and go in the back door. When my mom heard us screaming,
Yeah.
by the time she got out there, we were already going out of the car into the back door of the house.
Yeah.
And we got in trouble.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Give it CPR. It was a possum because it had a naked tail. I hate naked tail animals.
Yeah.
It was a possum. Now I remember because my son, when he was a baby, not a baby, maybe a toddler, he had a stuffed possum with baby possums that Velcro to it. That's what kind of pet stuffies my kids had.
Why are we slowing down?
Because the vehicle in front of you did.
Yeah, I see that. Wondering what the sign says. It just says uneven lanes. That's all it says.
Maybe they're moving over because they're catching it every once in a while. I'm not happy with that.
No, they slowed down though. That was the thing.
Yes. Well, if they keep catching it and they don't want to, they would slow down.
I don't know. I don't think they were catching it. Maybe it was just the turn. They were slowing down for the turn. I know nothing. Oh, we're done with the uneven pavement. Thank God. Yeah, that freaked me out for a second there. I thought something was wrong with the trailer. I was like, that is not right. Then I just kind of realized what was going on.
Like the cops blocked the dang roads on TPC. Idiots sat in the road for climate change 30 minutes. Stopped and 2 got arrested. Not fair. Yeah, I think fair. Not so nice right now, ain't I?
Yeah.
I was in the depression. Brian was engaged during TPC. Is there any event he won't use to capitalize his fame? He told Joe he wasn't appearing. RTR wasn't here.
You know, Brian decided he didn't want to be part of TPC anymore, and he left. I mean, that's just what it was. You know, either he just didn't believe in the movement anymore, or he didn't believe it could accomplish what he thought he needed to have done to accomplish. I've got nothing against him. You know, it is what it is. Same thing with Mike. Mike just got, you know, I think he just realized that he didn't think it was going to do what he wanted to do, and he decided that he was done with it. You know, everybody, even though they were leadership, I mean, everybody that left at some point because they felt that the movement wasn't, either they had to get back to work, or they had to recover their life, you know, or they just didn't feel that it was being productive anymore. You know, Brian Brazzi and Mike and, you know, whatnot are no different than any other person, you know. They may have been some of the lead organizers, but, you know, I mean, Jeff Hansen, he left too, you know, and he was a major player. I mean, there was a lot of people that just had to bow out due to whatever, other obligations, you know. It just is what it is, you know. I mean, it was more traumatic when those people left because they were such a big part of the convoy, so it made a bigger deal, but, you know. But, I mean, they're only human. They got to do what they got to do for themselves, you know.
Going into it, all the sides again.
You know, everybody's got to do what they got to do for themselves. What's Beth have to say?
It has to do with TPC thing again, too.
Yeah.
You want me to read it?
Well, you can, because I can't really read it.
I can set some things right on why. I know tons who would have gone, but because one's in charge handling money and things they said nope. They already dealt with them during other trucking issues in DC.
Yeah.
Heather before they said that's not how it happened. They kicked him out while he was going home.
What, Brian Brazzi?
Now
No.
we have, has everyone heard TPC Marcus is back, restarted
Yeah.
TPC.
Yeah, we heard.
Hey Eric, who got you started on this YouTube journey and why? But there we go.
Well, technically you guys, the viewers, I ended up making guest appearances on other people's streams, and you viewers sat here and told your streamers to tell me that you wanted to see what I was doing for the convoy, so you guys talked me into it. So I started streaming because I was asked by the viewers to do it. So you guys started it.
Okay. RTR says, wrong, Eric. Marcus, Brian, and Mike had done truck protests before. They'll be back to do it again. They're paid actors, not natural leaders.
Okay. Well, I was just talking about Brian Brazzi and Mike when they left. I wasn't talking about Marcus.
Me, at least 1,000 people left that no one knows their name.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said.
It was me at Eric Lee Mossman says.
But yeah, that's how I got into streaming, was that viewers wanted me to start to stream. You know, they saw me on enough people's lives. I had been on the stage. I started speaking on the stage about things, you know, things that we needed to help the convoy, and people were interested in seeing what I had to say, I guess. They wanted to see me fixing stuff. So that's how I became a streamer. guys are interested.
This says I was one of them. And Lee Mossman said it was me.
Yeah.
I'm innocent.
So, yep, that's how I became a streamer. You know, and people have asked me to stream constantly. I'll actually get text messages. Hey, when are you going to stream? People
Really
literally.
rough getting up at 2 a.m. and nobody's streaming. Who the heck am I going to listen to?
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you want to know what Beth wrote?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, RT3 box, text whatever. They aren't paid actors. They weren't against crap stuff shoved down truck drivers' throats daily. Matter of fact, 10/4/22. There's a huge owner-op deal going down to DC again.
Oh, 10-4.
Productivity only said that's awesome. I sub because I love road trips and you're always live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind road trips. I actually prefer my other content just because of the fact that normally I can be more interactive with you guys. It's cool to have Wendy here, which kind of allows me to be more into the chat, and then she brings in good commentary too. But normally I don't like doing too many lives while driving because I always feel like I'm missing out on the conversation. Because a lot of times you guys will get to chatting and then I miss so much.
Skater Dude says, where is Mike Landis? Why hasn't he seen or heard from? It's possible Mike Landis and Brian Bay says plan involving Transportation Alliance. Brian and Mike set up.
I have no idea.
Gina Delara, catch me up in a while. What you been up to? It says you're all living vicariously through you.
I mean, I know Mike was on a StreamYard with Mudpig, Lisa, Diego, about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I know he was on a StreamYard there and he was talking about some stuff. So that's all I really know about what Mike's doing. I guess Mudpig's working a contract for Mike. You know, so he's working under Mike's LLC, I guess, or DOT number or whatever. What have I been up to? I took the trailer back to the mechanics trailer back to New Mexico.
Came up to Mingus.
I came up and visited Wendy up in Mingus when I was in Arizona. I'm going to Hagerstown now to pick up Tracy's ambulance, and we're going to be taking it back to Springfield, Missouri for her family. Then I'm going to be there for her celebration of life on August 11th, which, you know, they're going to have me live stream for all our friends and family across the United States that can't be there. And then I just got to figure out what my next page is, you know. I mean, I'm going to start doing some political stuff. I think we're going to try to unite left and right on some common core issues that the left and the right both agree on. So I'm going to try to spearhead that a little bit, see if I can get some people in the room to talk to each other and get people involved on issues that the left and the right can both agree on, that can hopefully drastically change the United States. You know, because I think if we don't have the right fighting the left and the left not fighting the right, and we can get them together on the same issue, we might be able to actually get something accomplished. Trying to figure out what my commentary will be, or my content, I guess. Lately, we've been doing burger reviews. We've been doing burger reviews and just filler stuff right now. Nothing of any real substance. I've been driving a lot. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. When I get back from from Missouri. I think I'm going to try to reach out to some people I know and see if I can get more people on the page and try to get this idea moving. Because it's great to have an idea, but if you can't get anybody to back it, you know, it doesn't matter. So, but everybody I've told it to seems to be interested in the idea. So, people from the left, people from the right. I know BTM actually had a panel where they were talking about that idea. You know, what are common goal issues or common issues that we could agree with the right on. So the left actually was having a conversation about it. So that's a good start. You know, the left's actually willing to discuss, hey, what issues can we share with the right that we agree with, that we would be willing to back. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good start. Well, that's not going to change the country, though. Well, I'm just saying, Lori's like the left and right have united against 1776. That may be true, but that's not. We need to unite to get the government to make changes. That's more beneficial to the country. Well, we've already kind of talked about it. We've talked about voter ID. The left, at least the people I've talked to from the left, their issue is with having to pay for IDs. You know, like if somebody's homeless, something like that, I could support, you know, a free program that if somebody's underprivileged, kind of like the cell phone thing, you know, or whatever, where if, you know, somebody's homeless, whatever, you know, and they need an ID, you know, some states already provide free IDs for voting. I have no problem with that. So if that is the only hang up that the left has, and that appears to be from the conversations, at least with a couple of people I've talked to, that appeared to be the only problem they had, that'd be one issue. Term limits seems to be something that is a left and right common issue. We floated the idea of a minimum age limit to get into government. You know, so that way people actually go out and live a life and they don't just pop out of college and become some type of official in the government. You know, we've talked about term limits, maximum age limits. We talked about possibly making the presidency a 6-year, one-term issue. The benefits of that, now that's somebody else's idea. I'm not going to take credit for that. But where they're sitting here and they're saying that the 6-year term limit would be nice, is one of the biggest problems in politics is politicians, they get in the job and they're always worried about getting reelected. So a lot of times they're very pussyfoot in their first term. And, you know, if it's like the presidency, they don't really get any work done till their second term. By having a one and done, they just get in there, they do their job, and they get out. And it gives them, you know, 6 years to get it done. So, I don't know. I mean, it's just an idea for debate. We haven't really gone through it. But yeah, I really need to get on topic with some more people from the left, and some more people from the right. We need to kind of hammer out what's the first idea. You know, what is the first thing that we want to go and we want to really talk to the government about in a mass.
The way the country's running, then we can go from there.
Yeah, we got to fix the core problems with the country. You can't fix anything with a broken system. And right now the government's a broken system. So we all know there's broken systems. We all know there's problems. We need to come together with the problems that we agree with the left on. And we need to come together united so we're not fighting against each other and fix those common problems. And then we can duke it out. You know, then once the system is functioning and it's not broken anymore, then we can have fair fair elections and fair debates and actually run bills through Congress and, you know, through the government and get everything done the way it needs to be done correctly. You know, we need special interest groups, super PACs, you know, that needs to go away. You know, we don't need people buying our votes, you know, buying the politicians. We need politicians to go into government and do the job for the people, not for the businesses and special interest groups. That's what we need. So, I don't know. Hey, Skater Dude. What are they all saying? Let's see, Nightbot. I voted in the primary.
BFZ, she's one of the issues called I am.
I think they were just listening because I don't see any comments.
Beth House, Beth, at Wendy BFZ, she's not limited, she means we, she. One of the issues causing problems in DC right now. Who is she? Can't be me. I'm
Yeah.
not that powerful, I'm not even there.
Yep.
Gotta be somebody else.
Yep.
Let's
So,
see if I can find it. Oh, that. Who's Lori Arnold? Is this somebody against somebody in our chat?
yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like I said, so that's kind of what I'm trying to spearhead, I guess. That's what I'm trying to spearhead. You know, it's probably been done before. I don't know. But I think it's worth taking another shot at. You know, do I think the left and right will ever come together on gun control? Do I ever think the left and right will come together on abortion? You know, no. But I think there are common things, common problems that we both feel on both sides need to be taken care of. And that's where we need to come together. We need to unite with the other half as Americans. You know, no flags, no fuck Biden, no fuck Trump. You know, just people carrying American flags with no left, right.
Yeah, let's not have a protest
You know,
about how much we hate somebody.
yeah.
Why don't we have a protest about what we really want to happen?
We just need,
Let's
yeah,
do this
need to have
real,
a
like adults.
need to have a protest as Americans. Leave the left and right at the door. You know, we need to come together as Americans and just sit here and say, hey, we want our country back. We want this stuff fixed. That's what we need. Beth, it doesn't matter. It's not an issue the left and right are going to come together on. You know, so that's not something that I'm trying to deal with, because that's not an issue the left and right is going to come on. So that's not a common ground issue that we can unite on.
Is there another chat that you might enjoy?
What? No, it's fine. We're talking about common ground issues. We know that that's not an issue that we can unite on, so that's not something that I'm trying to deal with. That's for other groups. That's for other groups to deal with. My issue is trying to get us to unite on issues that we can unite on. I don't know if it's a common ground issue and it doesn't have the stink, or not, I wouldn't say stink, that's the wrong word. If it doesn't have a bias, if I can get enough people of power in the left to talk to enough people in power on the right, and they can really hash out just the topic. Don't go into all the other stuff. Just go into the things that we can actually have common ground on. And they can come together as left and right leaders and say, hey, we want to work on this, then it may have a chance. You know? That's what it is. You got to stay away from the things that you can't unite on. helping vets, I don't think would be an issue that that the left or right couldn't get behind. That might be one. But we got to start with one. We got to start with one issue, get that one under our belt, prove that it can do something. We got to pick the right issue.
Establishment versus MAGA.
You know, we can have a list of a whole bunch of stuff. But we need to work on one issue at a time, and then show that we actually are a force for reason and can actually do some good. And when that can happen, then we can move on to another issue and another issue. But it's got to be the right issue. It's got to be the one that at the core, the mass majority of people can agree with. You know, we've got to figure that one issue that if you pretty much ask anybody, they can say, yep, that's a good idea.
Election integrity, I don't think that'll fix it. Once they're in office, they don't behave.
Yeah, well,
we need to learn how to hold them accountable.
Accountability, yeah. There needs to be some accountability.
That works, but if you don't hold them accountable, it don't work. So what good is it? Everything falls apart that day.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to pick on Hillary, but I mean, she deleted all those emails and there was no punishment whatsoever. There was none. If I would have done that, I would have had the jail thrown on top of me.
Okay, Joe Manchin proved you wrong last week.
Proved who wrong?
It said RT3 said, love you, Eric. Joe Manchin proved you wrong last week.
Okay.
That said term limit so many years done, and I mean done.
Yeah.
My only fear about that is this nobody wants to work attitude. They won't have nobody wanting to do it.
You know, we need to get the government back to not career politicians. You know, it's supposed to be a job that you do for a little while and you go back home and you serve your country, you go back home, you go back to your real life. You know, I think the real problem in America is people that want to be politicians their entire life, because they are willing to make deals with the devil and they're always playing the game to stay elected. So they've got to pander. They pander to the people. They say whatever they have to say to get elected. You know, and it makes them fake. Makes them fake people. You know, we need politicians that come in because they feel they can do a real service to the country, know that there's a certain amount of time that they'll be there, get up and get out. This career politician thing, I think, is one of the biggest corruption things there is, because everybody is sitting here and always worried about getting reelected. So they never do anything. They never want to step on toes too hard, because if they step on a toe too hard, then if they piss off the wrong people, they don't get elected next time. You know, just get in there, do your job, get the hell out. Either you're good or you're bad. It just is what it is, and get it done with. Stop screwing around. Stop lying to everybody, saying you're going to do this and then not do it because all you did was lie to get into office. You know, do what you said you were going to do. You know, just be a real person. Stop being a politician.
Melissa Golden, hi Mechanic Eric. When will you be in Hagerstown? Are you driving the ambulance or actually driving?
I'm going to tow the ambulance. I've got a 53-foot trailer that I'm pulling behind my dually that we're going to put the ambulance on. And we are 3 hours and 43 minutes away from Hagerstown right now. So, we got sex bots. Hey, you can knock out your first sex bots.
Yeah.
You gotta block them. You don't just delete them, you actually go to block. Or ban, or whatever it is. Click the sex bot and then ban it. Unless somebody already did it. Nope, they're still there.
OS is doing something and I'm doing.
OS is taking care of them for me?
Quite honestly, on Discord we learned to report them first and then take care of it.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Leave them and only put them in timeout.
Oh.
Let's just torture them. Let's poke at them like a cat with a mouse.
Oh well. So no, I don't believe the ambulance is in drivable enough condition to make it to Springfield, Missouri. So I've got a very heavy duty trailer that can handle the weight, and I'm gonna put it up on the trailer. It's got a big winch, and I've got a snatch block that I can double up the capacity of the winch. So we will pull that ambulance up onto the trailer, and then we will drive it all the way to Springfield, Missouri. That was OS's first time. She got it. She got you, Wendy. She took care of him.
Yeah, good job.
What RT?
My eyes are hard to function like this. RT3. I know data storage expert who claims Peter's Rock, whatever it is.
Yeah.
FBI wanted every data storage code to collect Hillary's emails. The emails are still out there buried in storage.
Yeah.
You just think about
Well,
the
didn't
UFO
they
stuff.
didn't they get leaked on like WikiLeaks or something too? I mean, it's not like they're not out there. They were exposed. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, there wasn't even really an investigation, you know. They had that little meeting and she just said, I don't know, you know, and that was it, you know. She literally just denied, or, you know, she didn't really, you know, all they have to do is basically say, you know, I don't know, and they just get away with it. It's always a joke, you know. They have the hearings and, you know, the internal hearings and whatnot, and it's just a joke. It's nothing accomplishes of it, you know. All these congressional hearings, you know, they bring in all these experts and they just say, I don't know, and nothing ever happens because there's no consequences. And then even if they perjure themselves, there's still no consequences. If you're in government, you can lie about anything and you're just not going to get in trouble.
Okay, did you hear about the UFO question?
So it needs more work on it, Eric. UFO question. What was the UFO question?
What do you guys think about the UFO stuff? Anything convincing versus or no? I don't think you want to hear everything I have to say about it.
It would really surprise me if there's nothing else out there.
Not bad.
I mean, that would really, with as many planets and as many solar systems and, you know, everything out there, it would really surprise me if there's not some type of other intelligent life out there.
Are you saying we are intelligent life?
Huh?
Are you saying we're intelligent life?
Well, we're trying to debate it, you know, we're self-aware.
Accountability is where we need to focus.
Yeah.
Even UFO.
Yeah.
I've had some things fly past me that I can't identify, so I believe in unidentified flying objects.
You just don't know if they're alien in origin, huh?
That's true. That's
That's
not
what you're saying.
we were saying.
Yeah, you're just saying, yeah, they're unidentified.
UFO.
They're unidentified flying objects. That's all you're saying.
Lots of things have flown at me that I have not been able to identify.
Yeah.
Well, my ears just popped.
Yeah, we're going out. We're still at 11.6 though. Not the 12 miles per gallon I was hoping for, but you know, hey, 11.6 ain't nothing to cry at, especially with with a 3-axle trailer and a car on it. You know, I mean, that's not too bad. Could definitely be worse. It's an RV. The rear doors, that's the vents for the engine.
It's two-tone or something.
Yeah.
It's making it look wonky.
No, it's not two-tone. It's just the you're seeing the grates in the back. It's got some stickers on it and stuff. Oh, just puffed out some black smoke. It's an older one. It's an older one. It's pre-emissions. It's pre-emissions. It puffed out black smoke. They got it turned up. Oh, that's like a tour bus. That's what that is. That's an old tour bus style one. Yep, that's a tour bus.
Have you been following the streams from the 1776?
No, I haven't had time.
What's your opinion?
I haven't had time to really follow streams. I mean, I watched a little bit of what happened the night before. Not tonight, the night before. But really, otherwise, I've been so focused on trying to get it ready for this trip. I hear little tidbits, but I can't. I'll listen to rumors, but I don't confirm them and I don't believe them until I've actually seen them myself. And I really just haven't had time to focus on any of it. So, because I had a lot that I had to do to get ready for this trip. You know, so I had the time and the ability to leave for it. There was a lot of things, you know, that I had to take care of prior to taking off on this journey. So
Heather said, shocking you don't have one, Eric. Does she mean a UFO?
shocking I don't have one, a UFO.
I don't know.
Well,
if it's a UFO,
technically
she
I've
said.
got a drone, so if I sit there and like change the LEDs or took the LEDs off, I could fly it around and people would be like, what the hell's that? That'd be a UFO.
Productive I can't talk.
I could-
Productivity only. You need one of those and get us all
In 10 miles, take exit 219 to merge
Yeah.
into I-470 East
Okay.
toward Bel Air.
You know,
Are you ever going back home? He was
Hey.
just home.
I was just home. I could take like a little lantern of a flying UFO and hang it from the bottom of my drone.
That would be fun.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Start flying around and have like a
But isn't the camera underneath all you would
no.
see?
The camera can point down, but it's in front.
Hillary asks, scrubbed like with the cloth. Let's talk about UFO because politics and government are hard.
Yeah.
They're arguing and poops get their feelers hurt. Beeps not poops, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't catch it fast enough to substitute. Are you staying in Hagerstown for a bit or just getting an ambulance and returning back?
We're gonna stay till Saturday morning. So we're gonna be there till Saturday morning. We're gonna go down to DC probably on Friday, which unfortunately I guess is gonna rain. So we may go down there on Thursday. We may go back on Friday because I think we can only get tickets for Friday because we want to go up into the Washington Monument because you said you never got to go, right?
Right?
And I never got to go when I went. So we're gonna try to get tickets to go up into the Washington Monument, and we're gonna have the soonest we can do that would be Friday. But if it's not raining on Thursday and we're still awake, we may go down there on Thursday so we can hang out with some people when it's not raining. Because I've been told it's supposed to rain on Friday. But I don't know to what degree and how long and if it's an all-day soaker or if it's just I don't know. I have to really look at the forecast and see what the predictions are. We're just going to have to plan it from there. And then on Saturday morning, we're going to finalize our load up. And we're going to pull out and start heading towards Missouri. That would be funny, and then someone starts shooting at it. No, that wouldn't be funny. My drone cost way too much. I spent way too much on it.
Maybe if you put a bulletproof vest
I did go to the Vietnam Wall. I went there on my last live stream when I was in DC.
I was in DC, was in 4th grade. It was a really long time ago.
Yeah, 4th grade would be a long time. But yeah, you lived on this side of the
I bet
country.
you that's before you were born.
You lived on this
You're
side of the
close.
country. You lived on this side of the country, so.
Yep, I did.
Well, what year would that have been? 4th grade. You would have been at least what? 6, 7,
It would have been
9.
9 or 10.
So what year would that have been? Just take your birth year and then add 9 years.
You trying to ask how old I am?
No, I'm just trying to. You just just got to tell me, well, I need a year. You wanted to know if I was born then, and I got to know what year.
Oh, I know you were.
I was born in 75.
I can't even do math.
It's your birth year times plus 9. Not that hard. You add 9.
Joey's going back home tomorrow, and after tonight's fiasco, he can't wait to leave. You're ready, you're not there with 1767. I can't even. The movement, nothing but drama, foot trolls, and Jersey Jane.
Yeah.
In the chat. RT3 infrastructure program are actually the direct route to money laundering of taxpayer dollars. Huge foreign aid packages are the same.
Yeah.
OSO, did you? Oh, you did. I must have missed that one.
Yep.
Was busy at that time. I did see some of those videos.
Yep. I even live streamed. Well, I didn't live stream. I did a recording because I didn't have service under Lincoln Memorial. But in the bathroom area, there's actually a museum that a lot of people didn't even know about. There were a lot of people that never have gone to that museum because unless you had to use the bathroom, you didn't even know it was there.
That's where museum.
Underneath the Lincoln Memorial, there's a section that there's a bathroom. And there's a little museum underneath the actual Lincoln Memorial, about, it's a lot of like equal rights, a lot of like ending slavery type movement type stuff, whatnot. I filmed it all and then I posted it later. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I would have never known that if I didn't have to go to use the bathroom so bad.
Oh my God, you're driving straight through again. I hope you and Wendy, it's Wendy with an E, will have a safe journey. I forgot what day Tracy's celebration of life is.
August 11th is her celebration of life.
It's her birthday.
Yep, which was her birthday. I don't like using the word was, but is her birthday.
Ridgeline, hi Eric, how are you?
Hi Ridgeline. We're 3 hours and 30 minutes away from Hagerstown. Hagerstown.
Starting to get excited now.
Yeah. You gonna be in DC this next couple of days? Love to see you again.
Wendy, Tiny Camper Wendy, that's who.
Yeah, tiny camper Wendy.
Who else would be excited to hear from you?
Yeah. Yeah, I dragged her along. She's coming with me.
Yeah, right.
I just packed her in a suitcase and brought her back.
Hi. Jumping around.
Yeah. I just opened the top of the duffel bag and let her look out the windows and breathe.
Yeah. You ain't got that kind of power over me.
Yeah. I'm teasing. She never did. Did she answer if she's in town or if she's coming? Ridgeline. Oh crap!
No.
We're low on fuel, and I've lost track of it.
Somebody put a fuel reminder in there and you blew them off, and now.
Did they? Oh, we're 38 miles. Yeah, I still got 5 gallons in the tank. Now we just gotta look for fuel. I got lost in
One
chat,
of us has gotta pay
daydreaming.
attention, man. Okay, loan. OS, hi beautiful, how have you been doing? Oh, there's a flirt going on. Okay. Ridgeline is in PA now, heading to Bunker Hill tomorrow.
Well, there you go. I guess
Yeah.
we're gonna get to see Ridgeline in Bunker Hill because we're coming over to visit.
There's somebody that wants to see us. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And I want to see her.
Yep.
Yeah. Should we start squealing like girls and jumping around?
I'm not gonna squeal at girls.
Okay, I'm
You
not.
can. Go right ahead.
I figured you'd be more likely to. Eric's not going to see the end of this video. Going to work at 5 a.m. See you soon. Good night, Wendy and Chet. Hi, Lee. Yes, yes, yes. Reunion time. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Lone Cups in Arizona. Need to know the time of Tracy's service. I don't want to miss it.
We don't know the exact time yet.
Use the right
Stay
two lanes
tuned.
to take exit 219
I'll be
to
posting
merge
it
onto
once I know.
470 East toward Bel Air.
Stream notification things up might be helpful.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a time yet. So that's just where we're at. I would have to
In 11
assume,
miles, continue onto I-70 East.
I'd have to assume it's going to be probably, you know, middle of the day somewhere. But I don't know yet. I doubt it's all been finalized yet. So it's still tentatively just the day. But I will definitely try to get out here and put out something with the exact details when I know them. And I'll probably have that information come like the 8th. So watch for a video sometime around August 8th or 9th. You know, where I'll be sitting here and I'll be saying what the details are. Because that's probably about when I'll have them.
You can see the two shorter ones, right?
I'm just driving.
Oh, Ridgeline said David's around too.
Yeah, I know David's around. I see he's now a streamer. It's actually kind of cool. I think he's almost got as many viewers as I do. It's kind of funny. Which is cool, you know, hey, it's cool. He's definitely deserving.
CNC, and it's fascinating how it sat dormant due to funding in the Civil War. There were admirers in the funds, and they had the top those Europeans gave.
Huh? I don't know what the context is.
Melissa Golden says, "Are they going to stream Tracy's hobby?" He just talked about that.
I'm actually going to be streaming it. I've talked it over with the family, and because Tracy touched so many people's lives all over the country, and she has family, I believe, all over the country that aren't all going to be there, and for prosperity, just for anybody that maybe wants to go back in 6 months, a year, just wants to kind of, you know, look back. It's going to just be there. So I will be live streaming it, and I'm going to test to make sure I can stream at that location, and, you know, we'll just, we'll see how this all works out. We'll just go from there. But yes, I will be live streaming it.
Thank you. He'll keep trying to catch up with you. Taking Ridgeline said he quit his job and is doing signage.